talking and while you get the level, and I'm just talking about the wonderful game of Dungeons and Dragons. It's this beautiful. Good?
Good.
All right. So, ignoring those technical difficulties, hello and welcome to TTRP Theater. My name is Dan, and I will be your dungeon master for this presentation of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Thank you for joining us live on Twitch, and to those of you that have decided to watch later for whatever reason, YouTube, Twitch, thank you. And I'd like to thank my players, and we'll introduce them as we actually get into the game proper. So let's begin this wonderful night of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Episode 1.
Nice comment.
All right, and welcome back. So, we begin with a story. On the western shores of Faerun lies the city of Waterdeep, a place of business for many, opportunity for others, and called home by countless thousands of all know it as the City of Splendor. Its history is old, older than the noble families that rule in the upper wards, older than Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale, older than even the Neverwinter Forest and the Great Plains that succumbed to the spell plague and calamity. It has preserved. Its history is contiguous. The city, behind its high white walls, has never fallen. This is the hub of many races who make up the spanning castes. This is a city of spectrums, great wealth and oppressive poverty, festivals and fairs, and crime and corruption, adventure and intrigue, and pampering and imbibing. A dichotomous city. Nobles of the North Ward, who parade through the streets and throw elegant balls to flaunt their wealth just beyond the walls that divide them from the Field Ward. Homes that hold 1,000 hungry mouths, some of them old beggars, others children made orphans by a parent's vice or war, or both. Each of Waterdeep's 7 wards houses humans, tieflings, dwarves, half-orcs, elves, dragonborn, half another world of creatures. Merchants can be heard calling out the contents of their stalls in the trades ward, smells of freshly caught fish, ripe fruits and spices brought in by traders who travel over the Sea of Swords. The streets of Castle Ward are pristine, patrolled by guards who don colorful and exquisite armor. Statues that act as street signs pointing towards the courthouse, a local theater, or the king's extravagant castle. Just beyond the crimeless Castle Ward is the Sea Ward, home of a dozen religions with gaudy temples, some built of stone, others carved straight into massive statues the size of titans that loom over the city of Waterdeep. Their features sometimes disappear into the sky, when the clouds hang low or when a fresh morning fog rolls in from the sea. They've been still for so long that houses have begun to appear near, around, or even on them. At one time, their names were known, and their history told often. But the city is old, and with time, the people have lost the stories. In the dock ward, amidst the sea foam and smell of salt water, raucous laughter, and murderous shouting, sometimes hard to tell the difference, can be heard from behind brightly lit tavern windows. Salty dogs partake in bouts of violence, for brawls go hand in hand with hard liquor, and the liquor flows like water there. The dark alleys that pepper this ward are the hunting grounds for cutthroats, the busy harbor a playing field for a thief with sticky fingers. Nobles avoid this place, as much for the general smell as the inherent danger, like a lamb wandering into a pack of wolves. The great graveyard, called the City of Dead, sits in the eastern portion. It houses countless dead from 7 and 7 generations past. Walls have been erected around it, guards patrol it, in case any upstart necromancer is looking for flesh for his dark magics. No dead wander about. It is but a large graveyard, but that doesn't stop the children from telling ghost stories, or daring one another to sneak in and stay the night. Childish things, the adults will say. But even a grown man is superstitious enough that he wouldn't partake in any dare of that sort. And onto the southern side of the city looms Mount Waterdeep, a natural landmark that sweetens an already beautiful city. Its peak will be white-capped for, looking at the time, probably a good few more weeks. But now, as the morning sun glows above it like a beacon, it once housed the original denizens that started the city of Waterdeep. Tunnels and mines run through its core, but it's been long since abandoned. Or so the city thought. There's been rumblings in the dark, sounds from the old mines, a patrol disappearing here or there. Some say it's a troll, or perhaps underdark creatures striking in the night. Others rumored that a mage took residence there, experimented on things better left untouched. They say he went mad. Some say on those cold nights, you can hear his laughter echoing off the mountainside, and this music is really good for this. But that's a story for another time. For now, I speak directly to our cast, a burgeoning party of heroes. Hopefully I'm not about to put too much pressure on them. So, my party. All of you have been arrested by the Waterdeep City Watch. Whether you are guilty or innocent, you've all found yourselves on the wrong side of Waterhavian justice. Now you are dragged before a watch captain and given a simple choice. Help the City Watch with a dangerous mission and be exonerated of your crime, or be crushed under the full force of the Code Legal. Now, I don't care which of you does first, but I would like each of you to introduce yourself, your character, and tell us why your character was arrested. Who'd like to go first? Don't make me choose.
Okay.
Well, who's going?
Go ahead. I'll go for it.
Awesome. My name is Marina. I am a dungeon master in Los Angeles in Southern California, and I am playing a character by the name of Eden today. She is a humanoid. She has light gray skin. She wears an eye patch over one eye. The other is completely darkened. Very much in contrast to her brightly colored hair in blue, pink, and purple shades. And she stands in the corner being very, very quiet, concerned how she would ever be caught. This is the very, very first time she's ever been caught. She works for a lot of criminal organizations, doing a little bit of freelance here and there, tracking down people who don't want to be tracked down. This person, probably just a little bit too high ranking in the city for her to get a hold of without getting caught herself.
Okay. So you're saying that you tried to rip off someone that was a little too powerful?
Not rip off, but dig up a little bit of dirt on.
Okay. Thank you.
Standing next to her, with great bat-like wings unfurling around a very bright-colored tiefling, hued in skin tones of blue, pink, and purple, as if one needed more telling features of some infernal heritage, She also sports a pair of curled horns that loop behind her head, a long tail that ends in some sort of point, and feet that are cloven and oddly well kept. She stands with a very cocky, arrogant attitude, despite the diminutive stature of utter normalcy. She probably just breaks 5 foot even, and with a very young expression. She's probably not even 18 years old yet, somewhere in that upper teenager. Despite this, she looks around like she owns the room, and given her expression, this is probably not the first, second, third, or ninth time she's probably been arraigned in front of a handful of guards. And she'll just look around and say, "Oh, it's just fighting. You see me do it all the damn time."
Thank you. Okay. Who's next?
I'll be next. So, standing behind this infernal cavalcade of color, both of them at that, is a figure that looks like all the color they have was taken from somewhere else. A pale-skinned and even pale-haired individual wearing very drab, dark clothing and leathers. One finger currently being chewed on through his teeth with an expression that exists that this is not the first time this has ever happened, and if he gave a damn, he couldn't show it if he tried. Very lithe figure and not altogether all that tall, standing maybe 5'1.5", maybe an inch higher than that. His eyes shifting lazily back and forth, listening in towards the random conversations that go about him, and likely in jail for making yet another passing comment about a wife or a sister or a daughter of one of the guardsmen that he know him quite well.
All right. Thank you for Milosh. And now,
I'll go. I'm playing Zuvu Widowlock. Zuvu stands at a really strong 3'3", and 33 pounds, less than a golden retriever. But he has really formal or really professional-esque clothes on, semi-formal, business casual kind of, but has taken really no measures to groom himself or his clothes or keep it well pampered and neat. Spyglass, light crossbow, just minor things that shows that has an interest in other people. And he is definitely here for using a bit of magic to wow some children in a bazaar. And he may have forgot to pay some monthly fees, and they are definitely interested in apprehending him. And he definitely knows that his mouth may worsen the charge if he doesn't take it.
all right. You can't go around just casting magic without paying your dues. And that brings us finally to Melk.
Okay, so when you first see Melk, he's in fairly fine robes with like gold and silver trims all over his clothes, and he's got pitch white hair, yellow tint to his eyes. Seems a very charismatic and approachable person. And when the camera pans over to him in front of the guards, he's explaining, all I was doing, officer, was I was just preaching about my Lord. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't hurting anybody. I was just passing the good word. How can I be in trouble for that? No.
All right. That is our cast. You find yourselves before a very uptight looking man. Captain Eustace Staggett. For those of you that frequent the dock ward, he's familiar to you. He's pretty well respected amongst the working people of the dock ward. while he is strict and no nonsense, he does generally care for the well-being of average citizens. All right, you maggots. City Watch needs assistance in dealing with a dangerous organization. Looking over you, I'm sure you've heard of it. The Xanathar Guild. Does for you slower folk, any of you not know what that is?
Milos knows what it is, but why don't you tell him anyways?
Sure. The Xanathar Guild is a criminal organization run by the
Jerks.
Xanathar.
Run by jerks.
Correct you are. Don't talk over me again.
Or what?
The Xanathar Guild is a criminal organization run by the
Jerks.
Xanathar.
He's proving not as entertaining as Milos would hope.
Hey, I'm laughing. That's what matters, right?
Well, the rumor has it that it's operated by a beholder. Now, I hope for you that the rumor's false, but I'm pretty sure it's not. The guild is a threat to Waterdeep, and the City Watch has tried its best to contain that threat. The assistance of some do-gooders. Xanathar's up to something. All indicators suggest that it's planning something big. Last time the guild was this active, they ended up raiding Castle Waterdeep, stealing most of the gold and all of the mirrors. That was weird. Open Lord Laryl Silverhand was not too happy about that. The Harpers have a plan to deal with the Xanathar Guild. There's a Harper agent, Shava, has infiltrated the guild and is working against them from within. She needs backup to implement her plans, and that's where you come in. You are to meet her at Deep Night, that is midnight, tonight. Meeting spots on the waterfront, south of Fishgut Court in the Dock Ward. Your orders are to do whatever Shava tells you to do. I don't know the full details of the mission. Will likely be a very delicate operation that requires... And he looks over you all kind of like... You're not who he would want to do this. Requires subtlety and deception. The City Watch does not normally condone law breaking, but in this case, lesser crimes may be forgiven when the greater interests of Waterdeep is at stake. If you successfully assist Shava to her satisfaction, the city of Waterdeep will be in your debt, and the City Watch will be willing to forgive any past transgressions and look more favorably upon them in the future. Moreover, the Harpers are offering a monetary reward, as well as their most prized currency, information. I cannot tell you what those rewards will be, but I can assure you, you will be satisfied.
What you're telling me is if we do this, if we handle this, next time we might find ourselves in a predicament like we do now, we'll have an easier time about it?
As I said, we will look more favorably upon your transgressions in the future.
Understood.
Tell you that we're going to look that's not, we will look favorably.
Gotcha.
I
So
see
let
you,
Milos take a
you
take.
winking. That's okay.
Because it seems to Milos that the deal you have made us is quite imbalanced. You want us to take on organization that is very likely suicide if we do so poorly for a small misdemeanor. You want us to risk our lives for this? This seems not good decision.
He also said money. Money was on the table.
Yeah, it's on the table. Look, you don't have to take the job if you don't want to, but let's just say the law might throw a couple extra crimes in there.
Oh, Milos understands now. You are going to extort Milos. This Milos understands. This Milos is familiar with.
This is why I don't live in the city. City folk.
Milos is going to do it one way or the other. Sounds like fun. But Milos just wanted to understand that the law-abiding organization that runs this fabulous city of Waterdeep wanted to ensure that its criminals had no other means with which to defend themselves in this situation by manipulating, extorting, and ensuring they had no choice in the matter other than, well, death. Or worse.
Well, I'm always good for to get the jail free card. Let's take it.
Are you trying to discuss ethics with me?
No,
I'm not the one in
never
I'm
with
not
you.
the one at jail. Very well. So let us stop and take a moment, because I've already forgotten. So for the audience's knowledge, I have my own homebrew rules I use, and there is a version of inspiration I found to like called dramatic inspiration. Instead of just giving you out the ability to roll advantage, make it a little more fun. So when I find a moment of role playing it that I want to reward, and usually it's just I laugh at a funny pun or something, but that's neither here nor there.
I have a lot of dramatic inspirations in my games. Lake doesn't have any.
So some of my players have done some background work that will let them start the game with dramatic inspiration. So I believe that will be crud. Is it? I know Melk is getting it. Zuvu? Who is it? Yes, Zuvu, Melk, and Lapis. So I'm going to pop up a handout for you. On that handout, if you go to attributes and abilities, the second under, are you already rolling? The second macro under abilities says dramatic inspiration. You will hit the little D20 symbol 3 times. You will be starting with 3 dramatic inspiration. Not a great first start. All copper. So again, to explain this to the audience, the way it works is they roll a D20. I have it all set up in a macro, so they just got to click one button, but it rolls a D20 to decide if it's a copper, silver, gold, or platinum, which are, once you get up to platinum, things get crazy. And then it rolls D100 on a chart for each rarity. So Beth just rolled 3 coppers, moment of reflexes. And you can use these inspiration at any time. You just let me know, and then they get erased away. Moment of reflexes, advantage on dex or intelligence save. Walking arsenal, choose a melee or ranged weapon. You are assumed to have been carrying a non-magical version of that type for just such an occasion. That's funny. And hardened, when you are hit by an attack of a type of damage you're resistant to, you take no damage. That's cool. That actually works for a tiefling. So, who wants to roll him next? Or needs me to explain it again? Okay. So, Do you have the handout I opened up? The one that says PC macros? Okay. On that, there's multiple tabs, like bio and info, character sheet. You're looking for attributes and abilities. And when you see that, there should be 2 columns. The second column, abilities, has dramatic inspiration as the second option. There's a little button with a D20 symbol in it. Just click that 3 times. Oh shit! I just saw a platinum in there. Milk. You may challenge an enemy to a competition of your choosing. Unarmed combat, etc. Your opponent must accept.
Nice.
And you got a gold. Oh, that one comes up so much. You can get apprentice later.
Sweet.
So you all technically have editing rights on. Let me open it for you. So your screen, there's of the splash page. There's a menu with a bunch of icons like factions, inspiration. If you hold shift and double click on one, it'll just automatically open the handout. You guys are able to edit those yourselves, so I don't have to keep track of that stuff, and you have that resource readily available for you in the game. So we're not like writing notes down and losing them. So the inspiration one is here. Instead of me filling that out, can I trust someone to copy them in, or is that too much? I can just copy them in. Take your silence as fuck you, Dan.
Sorry, I was just noting down my information.
Yeah.
I'm not skilled enough to write and speak at the same time.
It's all good.
But can you pat your head and rub your stomach at the same time?
No.
I am like, okay. And Rashid, did you roll? You did. Awesome. I'm not going to spend time writing those down myself right now. So I'll do those when I have like a breather. Let's get back into it. That night, you're not sure what you were expecting with an undercover Harper agent at the city docks in the dead of night, but this muscular half-orc in sailor clothes was probably not it. You must be the group of adventurers sent by the watch, she says. I suppose you'll do. I'm Shava. She gestures to background activity of dock workers furiously hauling small boxes down and through an open sewer grate. You can make out the occasional trilling and purring noise coming from the boxes. Xanathar Guild's conducting an operation of dubious legality at the moment. I expect the City Watch to show up at any moment. I need to get these criminals to trust me and to trust you. So your job is to defeat, delay, or otherwise distract the City Watch until we can make our escape. Whatever your compunctions about fighting the City Watch, know that maintaining our covers with these criminals will serve the greater good. Try to be as impressive or flashy in battle if you can, but please do your best not to kill anyone. I
only promise to try.
I mean, I've definitely tried not to kill people before, and it went horribly, horribly wrong. But, I mean, I can try.
That's...
English says, if they die, they die.
Dies, he dies.
Please watch him. Please don't kill
Yes,
anyone.
everyone watch Milos. He actually rubs his hands together and starts to smile when she says that.
Suddenly, a shrill whistle pierces the night as a group of constables charge into the area, weapons in hand. You're under arrest for suspicious activities. Down arms and hold now. Here they come. Shava kind of like pushes forward and starts making her way back to the dock workers. Impress me. Don't screw up.
Here we
Lapis just
go.
cracks her knuckles. Well, it is about time for a good fight. Let's have some fun.
And we're going to jump right into it. So, I need you all to roll initiative.
I'm going to call this now. I am not going to be the highest initiative despite my insane bonus. I lied. I absolutely lied. I got a 19. Oh my goodness.
You're not playing a dwarf. That's why it's good.
Absurd. Anyone who's played with me knows I just can't roll initiative for shit. It's part of the reason I built this character this way. To fight against that.
Who still needs to roll initiative?
Who
Rashid?
needs initiative when you have 9 hit points?
Level 1. Rashid, a very simple way to roll initiative. I have macros, but I didn't really explain that to you guys, and that's on me. But if you hold shift and double click on Zuvu's token, it'll open up your character sheet. And on your character sheet, initiative is in the very top middle of the sheet. Just click on the word initiative, and it make sure your token is highlighted when you click on the word initiative, and it'll throw you into the order. And I'm going to change this goddamn music.
I'm fighting you with circus music. It's awesome. I like
I'm
it.
all about fighting outside the tavern bars and animals.
I can dig it.
Looks like it. All right. So then we
So
start off
off
with Milos.
with Milos.
Someone's headphones are out
Uh-oh.
because I can.
Both Meth and Marina are no longer muted in Discord.
Oh,
So both of you are echoing. Actually, I think it's Beth that's echoing.
That was odd. Should we
Oh.
fix now?
Somehow
Make sure
unmute
you're-
yourselves in Discord.
yeah.
Yep. I'm muted. I don't know how that happened.
All right. Milos is first, so Milos must make good impression. Unfortunately, Milos is not really suited for this. So he is going to move over to here, try and basically just hop up on top of these crates here. Not grandstanding so much, but he will sweep his arms wide before he slides a hand down, draws a dagger, and is just going to haphazardly toss it at this fine gentleman that's across the way over here.
Okay. 12. No good. He does have a shield in hand and brings it up to bear, and your dagger just hits it and falls directly in front of him into the water.
Milos kind of mockingly drops his hands in disbelief. Oh no, whatever will Milos do? And then he reaches for another one, and that'll be his turn.
Awesome.
Oh, I love him.
All right.
I'm not gonna like this.
No.
Cool.
This constable is gonna come over, and he's got his billy club out, and he's gonna try and whack you across the head.
Why don't you fight somebody at our own size?
That's going to be a 19 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Put down your weapons.
Ah,
Bang. And that's gonna be 3 bludgeoning damage.
well, that's not very nice. That's it.
All right. This constable, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Club. Only an 8. So this one comes up, and now you're a little dazed from that clock to the noggin, but you can react quick enough to just like duck under his swing. Which will bring us right to Lapis.
Okay, so Lapis is going to kind of do one run forward and then vault off the boxes to try to do a wild haymaker to the side of the head of this guard here with a pair of brass knuckles, which she's currently wearing.
Go for it. 10. That is the guard holds up his shield, and your just punch ineffectively stings a little. Okay. Bringing us to this lad. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let's go with Milos. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Sure.
Ha! That was a really bad miss. You suck. That's a you're kind of like, what?
Milos brings his hand to his chest like he's almost Southern Belle offended. How dare you say about that? You know I'm just going to stab you next, right?
You feel this like slight like fuzz kind of like come over your mind, like some magic tried to take hold, but you're too strong for it. That's his turn. Zuvu.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm just going to nappy nap the people right in front of me with a sleep.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm afraid of just using an actual attack that will definitely kill someone. I don't know. All right, so yeah, let me just let me sleep these. What's the range on that? Let me sleep.
I believe it's you pick a point and all creatures within 20 feet of it could be affected.
Perfect.
Which I think is almost all of them. But
Sweet.
It include Lapis. But
Okay, well,
yeah.
let me then let me start it from there you go, because I don't know any of the hotkey commands. Can you do it to the square to the left of that?
Like here?
Yeah.
Sure.
I guess I'll push it because it has a range of like 90 feet going out. So I want to push it so it doesn't hit Lapis. Because that would make it not cool if she fell asleep in the middle of a fight she's trying to impress people with.
I don't think you can. You might have to.
You can if you put it like if you place it like behind. If you place it like here, it won't affect the two that are up front, but it will cut.
That's perfect for me then. I'll do that.
Okay. So I need you to roll 5d8.
All right. Let me.
And that is your spell slot.
Did it show up in the chat, or how do I do it so it immediately comes up? Do I just put 5d8 in the chat?
If you you can do /R space and then do 5d8.
Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, cool.
Okay. The way it works is starting with the lowest amount of health, they start going to sleep. 18 is only going to be enough to affect one of them, so it'll just be the closest one.
Okay.
So this constable here is preparing himself to come get you guys, and then just one moment, Captain. Face plants down on the ground. That's action.
Yeah, that's it. I want to stay as far away from the constable's billy clubs as possible.
Okay. That brings us this constable that's nowhere near you. 1, 2, 3. So he'll dash to Lapis, and that's his turn. Bringing us to Milk.
Just out of curiosity, who seems to be in charge out of them?
At best, possibly the caster. They all seem to be just kind of low on the totem pole.
Okay. So, Melk's just kind of like just wailing his arms, just going, "Why am I here? I don't get it." And he's just looking at everybody with weapons, and it's like, I shouldn't be here. And he'll just go there, and he is going to cast his Fey Presence, and he's going to try and charm in a 10-foot cube around him.
Oh, nuts. Okay. What do they have to do?
It is a DC 14 Wisdom save.
Okay.
And pretty much he's just saying,
Do you pick the creatures, or would it be all creatures?
you can cause each creature in a 10-foot cube from you to make a Wisdom save.
Okay. I don't think that specifies that you pick. So technically, technically all of your party would have to make a save as well.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
He's not against that.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm great at wisdom saving throws.
That's a fail. That's a success. Oh. It's a
Just
success.
happened.
And now I need Milos. That is also a success. So, okay. So only Lapis is going to fail. And do you choose if they're frightened or charmed? Okay, crit fail, 5, and crit fail. Off to a great start.
Okay. So, or becomes charmed or frightened. So I'm guessing by your choice. Yeah. Okay. So he's attempting to charm him, and he's pretty much going, "Come on, we're all friends here. Why don't you embrace my lord? He can help you. We can all be friends. We can be happy. Just accept it." And then just like kind of like pollen, just like wafts off him and just goes through the air. And I'm guessing some people don't inhale it, but the people which do fail just inhale the pollen. And, yep.
What is it you're putting out?
Don't worry, it's just the loving embrace. And he pretty much just he's just wanting the people which are affected by the charm just to stop fighting.
Specifically, stop fighting or stop fighting him.
Stop fighting him.
Okay, good. So I'm still free to punch the other people.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Okay. Ooh.
The guards are kind of like, that's our good friend Melk. Oh, hey, I'm sorry, Melk. We're gonna have to finish beating up these ruffians.
Don't worry about it. I understand that sometimes.
Oh. Also, Lapis. Melk's a pretty cool guy.
6.5 out of 10.
Oh.
Back mechanics.
Because of my physical glamour, I get advantage on all persuasion checks.
Wow.
That is fair. Okay.
I'd hit that like the fist of an angry god.
Oh, damn. Okay. Let me just do a little.
So I don't know if that affects anything, but I just remembered that.
All right.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. You see them all kind of like, I guess, should we listen to Melk? I mean, we should probably stop. Why are we here again? Eden.
Cool. I'm not happy being this close to anything, and I have nothing that can get me away from both of them. What's the effect on them right now?
They are charmed by Melk.
That's it? Cool. That's fine. In which case, just by milk.
Yes.
I'm just going to smile at them, and I'm going to look at the one right in front of me and just casually stab a dagger directly into his, like the meat of his arm. And
Yeah, that hits.
risk an op attack as I piece the hell out.
Roll the
over here.
damage on the dagger.
Yeah, I guess that's important. Why doesn't it roll it automatically?
It's probably not set on your character sheet to roll
That's
automatically.
stupid.
And it is now.
Hey, thanks.
Just click on the word dagger and it'll roll damage as I go through and make sure everyone auto rolls.
Oh, except that you like totally messed up my sheet.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. I can fix it. It's good. I'm good now. Take that damage. I'm rolling like fun. Look at all that.
Five
Cool.
piercing damage.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. So the one you stabbed, they're all kind of looking at each other. Should we? I mean, go. He's gonna like feebly take a swing at you, but the one next to him's like, "Oh, that wasn't very nice." It's gonna be 21 to hit you for 2 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Wraps
Okay,
you on
cool.
the back as you get away. Glancing blow.
It's fine. I'm gonna just keep going.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. The constables are moving forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moves through his pushes past the other constable with the slight like gut wound. What are you doing? No. He swings at Melk. 14 to hit.
Ooh, meets beats.
Yep. So you will take 3 bludgeoning damage. Just wraps you across the shoulder.
Oh, why? He just looks
Submit
shocked.
to arrest. It's his turn. Oh, that guy's asleep. His turn's done. Milos.
Milos just kind of steps on here, gasping at Eden. How can you stab him? Don't you know using a dagger is very... As he swings his dagger around, trying to slam it into this man's head pommel first.
Yeah. Go for it. Just realized my camera gave out. 17 will hit.
Then
There we go. Oh, snap. 10 damage. So even he's kind of like listening to you and is taken off guard as you just you like stab him, gash through the arm. He grasps at it. He looks real fucked up right now.
oh, did Milos do that? You'll not do the help with that. And I'm going to take my offhand dagger and just try and bap him on the head.
Okay.
I forgot to
But
set this
also,
up,
I
so
wanted to deflect your shield the first time and laughed at you.
I know.
Oh, it is. 14 is not enough, unfortunately.
See, that is how you avoid it. You have to keep your guard. And he just kind of sighs, and that's just her.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
What is wrong with me? You're the one with the stab wound.
All right. Brings us to this charmed dude who's going to run after Eden and try and grapple you.
What a dick.
So please make a athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do. I just hop on out of the way. Just super, super slippery.
He rolled a 20.
Oh, fuck that guy.
You try to grab away and he grabs onto your arm. Hey, you stabbed my friend. What's that about? I thought we were cool.
I did do that. No, we're not cool. Sorry about that.
That's his turn. You're grappled.
Yeah.
Oh, where's mine? There it is. Okay. All right. This guy that got stabbed by you looks at Melk. Melk, What? Why is she? Do you know her?
Yes, he, and I'll point to the guard which just hit me, is a Zentaran wizard. He's taken her mind.
That doesn't seem right. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back, Melt.
I will attack of opportunity.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, that hits.
Just a good solid. Oh, you know it's not polite to walk away from a lady. Wham!
All right, what do you wanna do?
Just wild haymaker, back of the head. Wham!
Boom! You hit him on the back of the head. He's just turning away from you, and he just boom, face plants into the ground. Were you intending to kill him or knock him out?
No, just knock him out.
All right.
She looked down at him. "Ah, you smell like a bitch."
All right. That's his turn. That brings us to you, Lapis.
Okay. How deep is the water?
How deep is the water?
Or how far until the water, or to the water line? I'm sorry. How big is the drop from the port to the water?
I mean, there's a full-size sail ship right here.
No, I'm sorry. I'm asking from this guy right here.
Oh,
to
like
this,
the drop down to the
drop
water?
from the pier to the water line. Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Want to say 5 feet?
Oh.
This map looks like high tide.
Yeah, I know. Really. She's gonna go. Yeah, I think it's time for you to go for a swim, and she's gonna do a shove action to
Okay.
shove this guy into the water.
All right, give me an athletics check.
I have Brawny, if that matters.
I don't think so. Other than the fact that it makes you ungodly. There it is. So with that, he's like, what are you? Oh! Splash! Crashes sideways into the water. All right. He bursts up after a few seconds paddling.
That's okay. It's cool. And she's gonna just. Am I still? If I move away from him, will he get an attack of opportunity, or is he still splooshing?
I'm gonna say no. He does not get an attack of
You're gonna-
opportunity.
If you get out,
There is a guy with 1 health that'll get an attack of
Yes.
opportunity.
well, if you get out, I'm gonna knock you out, like this guy right here. And she's just gonna use her bonus action with fisticuffs to just do a light pump to the back of his head.
Okay.
Let me bring that up. I got rid of my character sheet because I'm dumb.
I'm missing one of my scripts.
Oh, no. Oof.
I'm not sure which one. 7. That is going to be a no.
Yeah. Your camera's gone too.
It keeps doing that. I think I just need a new camera because this is a consistent problem lately. I'll have to buy it.
It's my turn.
Okay. Bringing us to the Watch Wizard, who will go here. And what's he got? Yeah. Gonna try and hit. Oh, damn it. This guy sucks. He raises up a wand and this green beam of light shoots out of the end of it. You think you might have been aiming at Milos or Milk, but it just slams into the boxes next to you guys and
Haha.
hear him cursing from over there.
If you keep this up, Milos is going to start to think you do not like him.
You're not very good at this.
He's going. He's
You
going,
really should give up. Suicide might be a better option for you.
Jesus. Yeah. Okay. All right. Zuvu.
Can I frostbite the guy right next to me, or would that put me at like a disadvantage or something? Oh, not disadvantage.
You'd be rolling with disadvantage because it's a ranged attack.
Okay. And that's if I attack with anyone, right?
In 5th edition, I believe it's only if you attack someone within 5 feet of you with a ranged attack, you would have disadvantage. So you could still attack someone else.
Okay, cool. I'm going to. I'm sorry. Is that mage fleeing?
No, he just backed up. Well,
Okay. I am going to. Man, that's a good question, Rashid. I'm going to. Zuvu would know this. If I frostbite the guy right by Lapis, actually right by 3 of my party mates, will he die? I mean, like if I actually put him down with a lethal attack.
correct. Yes, you cannot do a non-lethal spell. That's
Okay,
not-
cool. So I'm going to go for the mage, and I'm going to use frostbite on that guy.
Okay, he's got. There's like 2 people. No, wait, 2 are down on the ground out. So there's 1 guy in front of you, which means that the mage is going to have a little extra bonus to his AC for cover, but you can.
Okay.
It'll be like a +2.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be better than me murdering that guy. Yeah. So let me use that. Let me just pull that up. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, what?
Oh, frostbite is a save spell. I didn't.
Yeah.
Even,
Yeah, my bad.
I never. I don't remember the last time I've seen frostbite used. Okay, so he will make a con save.
Because it's not a very good spell, but it is a fun spell.
Unfortunately, he meets it. 14.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
Unfortunately, I'm not playing Hyperion, so I can't actually play those sound effects.
Throw your hand forward and icy crystals form around the mage, but he squeezes up real tight and shakes him off.
Okay. I swear and I mutter underneath my breath and kind of like dance my fingers, and then I'm like, then I turn back to the guy right next to me because I forget that he's a threat.
All right. It's the guy in the water's turn.
Remember what I said?
I'm gonna have him make an athletics check to climb, because it's not like there's a ladder. He has to like jump up from the water. And that's a 6. So you see him very feebly like, no, and he falls back under the water for a few seconds before bobbing back up. Fuck it, and he just starts paddling away. 5, 6. He'll try to go over there because that's closer to the water. All right. Melk.
Okay. I'm not a fan of this guy hitting me.
What are you gonna do about it?
So, well, it's kind of like he hit me with like a baton, right? Like a bludgeon. Yeah. Mo's got like a walking stick, and he just goes, "Why?" He just put both his arms out and just pops him on the head.
Okay.
Oh well, attempts to.
Nope.
I misses terribly.
You go to pop him on the head, and like you're barely mid swing before he just pushes his shield forward, kind of knocks you off balance, and throws your attack off completely. Anything else?
And as a bonus action, he's gonna telepathically speak to Lapis and just goes, "Get this guy off me." And that's the end of my turn.
All right. I like how I keep hitting start video, and then very quickly after, my computer says no more. Hopefully that stays. Okay. Eden.
I am going to. I'm just gonna turn and very, very sadly try and stab this guy off of me.
Okay.
And when I see that doesn't work, I'm gonna use a bonus action. I'm gonna look around, making sure that nobody's really watching, And this guy will see my ears just elongate a little bit more, get a little bit more pointy, and my face starts to get a little bit more fuzzy as I shift into a slightly more bestial appearance. And that will end my turn.
Okay. Do you get temporary health when you shift?
I do indeed.
Ha ha ha. I'm gonna throw this camera out a window. All right. I should
Total of 2.
give you a shift icon. I don't know what. Here you go. Little muscle.
Give me a shift. There we go.
And that dagger's no good.
No.
All right. I'm so irritated by this camera. Brings us to this guy you tried to Melka tried to hit with his walking stick. Gonna club you right back. That's only a 10. So no. That guy's asleep. Son of Milos.
Milos is going to turn to the guy who he failed to knock unconscious last round and will say, see, Milos says that you want to try something like this. And as he brings his left hand in to stab him, he's going to feint with that and just try and slam the end of his pommel into the bottom of his jaw. 15.
15 just misses.
Wow.
Unfortunately. You fake and you think you've got him, but he saw it coming at the last second.
At which point Milos gets a kind of a tinge in the side of his eye, and he's going to swing with the offhand dagger and try and cleave his throat open.
Okay.
Okay. You only had 1 health.
And very deliberately, Milos will lean over and say, it's all fun and games until someone's a smartass.
And he's dead.
At which point he is going to step on him, over him, and start to make his way north after the wizard.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Awesome. That will bring us to this constable that is grappling Eden. 16 to hit you, Eden.
That'll hit.
Boom. And with that, you've been actually how much temporary health do you have?
2.
That helps because he did 4 damage.
Cool, I'm still up.
He's like got you like, what kind of monster are you? Yeah, come on, get back.
I just look at him and I chitter. I smirk.
Awesome.
Yeah. Smirk.
Okay, that guy's unconscious. Lapis.
So Lapis is going to look to the guy that's currently got Eden grappled. She is going to leap into the air a good 15 feet, flapping up before she's going to bring her hands down to do an overhand Pacific Rim rocket punch to his face while he's kind of distracted, hopefully.
Do it. That connects.
All right.
Oh. Damn. His head just goes like straight down. Oh.
Is he still conscious?
Yeah, he's trying to keep a hold on Eden. He's looking over his shoulder. What the fuck?
All right, I'm gonna bonus action. Say goodnight, dick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he only has 1 health. Well, what do you wanna do?
Oh, I'm gonna punch him right in the back of his spine.
Oh.
Kidney shot.
You feel his grip on you weaken as he just falls to the ground. Eden is free.
All right, that was 10 feet of movement, so we'll use the other 20. She'll look at the other 2. Looks like I did your job for you. Then she'll start moving towards the wizard.
All right. Speaking of the wizard, he's got to get crazy now. Okay. In a 10-foot square. You got it, dude. So he raises his wand forward, and this just like spray of this thick black liquid pours out of the end of the wand and just starts splashing against the ground in a puddle. Let's put that 10-foot square. Cool. That's not how I want it. That's fine. Okay, so first I need Milos to make a dex saving throw, as well as the constable.
Ooh.
Oof.
Never fails.
The constable succeeds, but you fail. So,
Constable's unconscious.
oh, you're right. He's just down.
He's now covered in grease.
I know I rolled a 1. I didn't roll that bad. The guy woke up and dodged away. Damn.
Well, nothing happens to him anyway then, because this grease hits the floor and you just completely lose your footing and fall on your ass. And you are prone. And
No, I was just going to smack you in the head, but now you're going to give the other guy treatment.
He's going to risk running by you, so you can make an attack of opportunity with disadvantage because you're prone. $13 actually connects. Go ahead.
8.
Actually, it pains me to say this, but technically rogues get sneak attack once per
I have
turn.
disadvantage, so I don't get sneak attack. Plus, I don't have an ally within 5 feet.
I have so many campaigns with swashbuckler rogues right now that I forgot that there's
Trust me,
actual.
I know this class inside and out.
I forgot that there's limitations to rogue.
Yes, there are actually times
There are
they don't
limitations.
sneak attack.
Only with that feeling.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's his turn.
I just want to swing for that ankle.
Yeah, you will still put in 8 damage, so that's good. All right, that brings us to Zuvu.
I think Zuvu is going to be extra and
Yes.
move. I wonder if I'm doing this incorrectly, but at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, move here and then cast sleep in this general area. That guy's definitely. Wait, am I able to move there?
What? You can. Where do you? Bleh. You move, yeah. You can move there. That was only 15 feet because you can move diagonally.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to cast sleep on both of them. I'm kind of nervous about that guy because he is in the water. Yep.
He should be in range. I mean, yeah, if he falls asleep in the water.
Yeah, that's not what I'm worried about.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
cast
so
sleep. If you go to your, let me actually add spell slots here. So if you click on, I just switched you to your spell sheet. If you click on sleep, it'll roll it for you.
did he just do it? No, it didn't. Okay, hold on.
Not the bubble. The word. Click on the word sleep.
Oh, no, I did. Yeah, I just, it's not working.
Did it pop up a bubble behind your character sheet asking you what level you wanted to cast it at?
That would be super sick. Let me see. I don't.
Yeah, it should. If you click on sleep, it should pop up a thing that asks you what level you want to cast at.
Oh, yeah, it does. I've just been. Yep, there you go.
That's good. Oh no, 23. You watch as they both fall asleep.
Okay. Cool. We killed way more people than we should have, but okay.
You see, like he he's swimming, and then like he says, put his hand up, and there's his head goes under the water, and then his arm goes under the water. He's like kind of at the surface level, but the waves are splashing him around.
So I'm going to use the rest of my movement to
Got 15 more feet.
Oh no, I've only got 25 feet speed.
Gnomes.
Yeah, so I'll just move here because I'm intending to loot their bodies and hopefully, pull that guy out of the water to loot his body. So yeah.
See if you have the time to do that.
Yes, let's see.
All right. I mean, yeah, they're at least for a minute. They're all knocked out, right? Yeah, or dead. They're all knocked out or dead.
Or dead.
Cool. So as you take these guys down, the last crate drops down through the open sewer grate. Just as a whistle pierces the night, a second patrol has arrived. But Shava runs forward towards you guys, waving her hand, and then a thick cloud of fog engulfs the guardsmen that are coming, sowing alarm and confusion amongst them. Come on, let's get out of here. And she starts climbing down the sewer opening.
But the people, that guy's gonna die. He's gonna drown. We should probably do something about it.
I'll handle it. Lapis is going to fly over if it's not out of my turn. Are we still in initiative?
No, we're not in initiative.
Lapis is going to fly over and just kind of do a quick and toss him onto the pier before making her way to the sewer.
Oh,
That's much better. And I jump into the sewer. I just hop right in.
Same.
All right, let's get some crazy piano music again.
Oh, thank God, this is so much better.
Before we go, I do want to say one thing. Did the guy who was casting on those spells, did I see a book on him by any chance? Just visibly on his person.
No.
Oh man, I should have grabbed his wand.
Yeah.
I'm very glad there is a cat in your background.
Yeah, she's doing toes on the blanket. She loves this little felt blanket.
I love when cats do that. That's my girlfriend's cat does the same thing with a felt blanket. That's weird.
What's she doing too hard? Oh yes.
The guy which got stabbed. Was there a lot of blood, or was there not? Because it was pretty quick. Was it pouring out onto the ground? Was there actually blood on the ground?
Slit his throat. Yeah, it's pretty hard to miss.
There is a great deal of blood. Yes.
He's very dead.
Yeah. But I was just like, if I take the body, how much evidence is there on the floor to show that there was a dead body there?
There's blood. There's definitely blood on the
I'll
ground.
point out we had one job. Fight the guards, don't kill them. That's 2 jobs technically. But we
did our one job. We fought guards.
We did the one job.
We said we would try not to kill any guards.
Milos tried.
Did you though? Did you though?
To him. I tried several times not to cut him open. He made fool of me. Milos made fool of me.
Can I think of a...
Milos made nothing of him because, well, he is nothing now.
Milos,
Can I just think of a random name?
the whole stream.
I wanted to get Curtis to confirm on that, just to see if we're...
Oh, it's back.
on that.
It's
Okay.
back.
I didn't want us to keep on talking about that and going through that while nobody could hear us.
I wanted to look
Yes.
at the chat, but it won't load the chat for me. So, hello, chat people. I love all of you. So, for the next half hour, your group of criminals and adventurers wander through a labyrinth of sewer tunnels that are as confusing as they are filthy.
Feels like home.
Speak for yourself.
Fair enough. Luckily, Shava and the others seem to know the way through this maze. At first, you hear sounds of pursuit from the city watch, but those fade away quickly enough. It seems the guards are not eager to go too deeply into the sewers. over time, members of your group, including all the ones carting boxes, branch off in different directions down different tunnels until the only ones left with you are Shava, 3 heavily armed thugs, and a well-dressed tiefling leading them. Eventually, the group stops at a 3-way intersection, and the tiefling starts examining the wall. Shava takes that moment to come over and whisper, That's Robierre. He's a lieutenant of the Xanathar Guild. One of the ones they call Hand of the Eye. He seemed impressed with your performance topside. If he comes over, remember that we're all undercover now, so play along with what I say. Don't do anything stupid. Sure enough, as soon as she finishes saying that, Robierre presses one of the books on the bricks on the wall, and part of the wall turns transparent. Aha! It always takes a while to find the right brick, he says. And he turns to you. That was quite the show up there. I'm impressed. I haven't had a chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Robierre of the Xanathar Guild, and you must be...
Eden, hi. I've heard of you.
I can't say I have the same pleasure.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It is.
I'm Lapis. Nice to meet you.
I brush off my hands and like rub them messily on my already messy clothes, and I thrust a hand forward to shake his hand.
All right, he'll return the handshake.
And I do a very over the top, just exaggerated bow as if he's nobility.
Let us get to what is important. And Milos was about to him, do you have a hand cloth?
I can't say I have a hand cloth.
A rag? Some form of cleaning implement? Milos is not asking for much here.
You see,
Here you go.
Lapis will just reach into her side pocket and pull out, and it basically appears to be some sort of handkerchief.
He looks at it, then looks back at the man. Do you want me to leave evidence on you? I called the man with this knife. Then he shrugs and tosses the dagger in the water. I'm never trying to get help these days.
You'd think after, as long as you've been doing your work, you'd learn to start, carry around your own rags.
The point is not to have the blood on me, it is to have it on someone else. How do you not understand this? How long have you been doing these?
You don't have to carry nice rags. Do what I do. You just wipe it off, and then you toss the rag.
And I usually, don't stab them.
Well, sometimes you have to
give
stab.
you a serious talking to about planting evidence.
I do plant evidence. It's called left and right hand.
Anyways, yes, so it is pleasure to make your acquaintance, very posh-looking man. So what is next job for us?
I'm sorry, were you trying to frame me?
I did not say frame.
Whatever, I don't care. Shav will go. These are my field team. They've helped me with several of my missions in the past. Yes, they're the ones you've spoken so much about. I can see why you're so proud of this team. I know you were hoping I would select your team for the extraction mission, but alas, I've already chose the Gargoyle Gang. But sir, my team's more than able to. I'm sure they are, but the Gargoyle Gang has done this type of mission before. This is not the sort of mission that I would want to entrust to untested agents.
Whoa. I've done plenty of missions for your organization before. I'm surprised you haven't heard of me. Although, actually, I'm not very surprised. I'm very, very quiet. I do things very quietly. However, I think you'd be pleasantly surprised by what we can do.
Well, I'm sure I can put together something for your team soon. I promise. But the Gargoyle Gangs have the job.
Why? Why are they more qualified?
because I've actually worked with them before.
Mm-hmm. And where might they be now?
Not here. The job isn't now. That will be all. Lead your team back to the surface, Shava. I'll go report to the boss. He grimaces at the thought of that as he heads through the now transparent wall. Shava will start to lead.
Give him a big hug for me, darling.
In his same voice, I say bye. Enjoy meeting him, and then walk off.
Shava will now begin guiding you back to the surface.
I think he liked us.
I think I need to find these gargoyles and break every single one of the legs.
I've never been turned over for a job before.
Maybe it's the ears.
Oh, right. No, that's gone. It's fine.
But it might have been my charming personality. Just flash a really big fanged smile. I've got one of those faces, you know.
You have wonderful colors, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, thank you. I try. Gotta, stand out.
It's comical how quickly my video cuts out.
How long can I remember somebody's voice for?
How long can you remember someone's voice for?
Because after listening to somebody for a minute, I can completely reenact their voice. How long do I remember that voice for? Because it doesn't specify.
The actor feat. That's a.
I don't think the voice expires.
Yeah.
So I know
Everybody you've ever spoken to for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. I'll remember that. Note down every NPC ever spoken to.
That's your checklist, not his.
All right. Your name's Lapis. Yeah. That's You said skipping through whatever you're all going on about. You said you want to go break their legs. That might be the right idea, but maybe a little less violent.
I mean, I'd like to rest first. I'm not doing great as some blood trickles down the side of my face.
Yeah, you look fine.
I
That's character.
We'll get us back to a bar or somewhere, right? And then we'll get us a rest. But while we're walking, let me let you in on. I switched accents. Let me let you. Let me let you in on what hopefully we can get you to do here. We'll have to take care of the gargoyle gang, of course, but this is my accent now. It's just going to be this one, okay? This has been my voice all along.
whole time.
People find it very impressive that you can change between them.
Yes, I'm a woman of many voices, actually.
I imagine being shady character goes hand in hand with that.
Yes.
I don't think she's very shady at all.
No?
I'd like to think I'm the opposite of shady, actually, but
No, I wouldn't say you're very bright.
And we're walking, and we're walking.
So let me let you in on this. The Harpers have a few agents, such as myself, spying on the Xanathar Guild currently, but Xanathar is itself very secretive. Keeps its lair well guarded against divination magic and doesn't even share its evil plans with its most trusted lieutenants. So it likes to keep its organization segmented, similar to the Harpers, actually. So that each part only knows a fraction of its intentions. We've decided to infiltrate the guild with an agent that can listen to the Xanathar's innermost plans and spy on it for a long time to come. How, you ask?
I didn't.
No, I really...
You asked me. The Xanathar keeps a goldfish named Silgar. By all accounts, the Xanathar is obsessed with this goldfish, often talking to it when it thinks nobody's listening. Goldfish don't have very long lifespans, but every couple of years, the Xanathar's underlings undergo an extraction mission to replace Silgar with a younger goldfish without Xanathar's knowledge, so that the Xanathar doesn't become enraged at Silgar's death. The current Silgar is over 9 years old, so the guild's getting alarmed, and Robillard is planning an extraction mission in a few days. This is the perfect time for such a mission, as the Xanathar is currently attending to guild business in its sanctum here in the sewers instead of staying in a fire down in Skullpart. It's a unique opportunity for us to infiltrate the guild at the highest level. We can replace Silgar with an agent of the Harpers. That'll give us the ability to disrupt the Xanathar's plans before they're ever implemented. I was hoping Robillard would select you all for the extraction mission, but I have planned for an alternative.
This is where we
gathered-
go to break Gargoyle's leg, yes?
It would serve a
Would not-
purpose.
It's certainly, if that's the route you want to go down. I have already gathered information on various guild associates, so I do already have some solid leads on the Gargoyle gang. If we can make sure that the Gargoyle gang is unable to take part in the next mission, be that you breaking their kneecaps or preferably convincing them to step down on their own, Robillard
Break
will
their
probably be
kneecaps,
forced
they
to
will step
take you.
down.
I'm sorry?
If we break their kneecaps, they will step down. Or, conversely, Lapis can smash their hands. Cannot carry things, cannot do mission. Simple.
I'm flexible like that. I can do knees or hands.
I've seen her take fingers off a man's hand before. Rip them straight off.
Oh,
Very effective.
or
I'm
I
already
could just.
kind of insulted that I got passed up or something else.
Or I could just ask them really nicely not to do it.
We could sneak in. We could put them to sleep and not break kneecaps, not break hands, maybe tie them up, put them in a cupboard. And then where'd they go? Who knows? I don't know. But we're here.
Your method's not quite as permanent as mine. You know, you break some legs, it's 6 to 8 months of recovery.
Milo says that if we wanted it to be that easy, we could just invite them out for drinks and then make them keep drinking. That is long and tedious. Not certain. You break fingers, you remove fingers. That is certain.
I mean, I can't argue with your logic, I guess.
Okay. We not remove fingers. We just snap fingers. It heal. It hurt, but it will.
We could convince them with many methods.
Or, and I change voice again to the previous posh gentleman that we was just speaking to, changing to his voice. Or I could just say that they haven't got the mission.
That's brilliant. I would choose
Ooh.
that. Let's try to convince them in a way where they won't retaliate.
We could just be very, very convincing. I'm very good at convincing people to do things that they don't want to do.
And I'm not.
breaking fingers. And you're not. Good. So you stay back.
While you're having this
Milos is
conversation,
insulted. Milos is only as good is. But Milos will acquiesce. We try your plan, and if your plan does not work, we smash the fingers.
While
I can
you're
get
having-
behind that.
while you're having this conversation, Shava's like shuffling through, like she pulls out a little pouch that she starts like shuffling through cards, and pulls a few out and hands them out to you. I got a small dossier on them.
Ooh.
And I'm just going to start sending you some handouts. And that's all the handout.
That's a
all.
lot more handouts than I was expecting.
There should be 6.
Yeah.
If you would, if you want to close them and know where they are again, the party compendium folder in the journal has pretty much any handout, magic item, NPC you've met, monster you know about. They'll all be in there. So if you go under party compendium, player handouts, dossier, that's where they all are. It's pretty bare bones information I have on them, but you can likely find out more about them on the streets, or if you do a little research into any official records. But I mean, use whatever means you deem necessary, but be wary to get on the wrong side of the law unless there's really no other choice. Once you've dealt with the gang, or at least the majority of them, that should probably be good enough. Wait for me at the Yawning Portal in the Castle Ward, and I'll meet up with you. Hopefully you'll have that solved by the end of the day. It'd be early in the morning right now, like 1, 2 in the morning. So the end of this current day. Hopefully that's enough time. And here, as a reward for distracting those guards, she pulls out a pouch, hands it over to you, which is a good time to mention your party treasury. I don't know who wants to be in control of it, but you can all edit it. So you are receiving 125 gold. She pulls some gold out of the pouch first. You did kill someone, so I'm going to have to take a bit of money out of there, unfortunately.
You can see Lapis just give Milos a really stern look.
All we had to do is
You want
not
to be
kill
pissed at
them.
Milos for this. Maybe you should have punched him a little harder, not treated him like one of your boy toys on a Saturday night.
First off, that's offensive. I don't play with boys. Second off, I'm not the one who slit his bloody throat, mate.
Always a toy. Very good. Milos, you take out of Milos' cut. But you remember this.
Right. So for this, there's ways we can take it. You have knowledge here. You can do some research on these different characters if you would like. How you go about doing that is up to you. The suggestions I might have would be to ask around, like bars or just town, or hit up a government building for any kind of records that might deem relevant. How would you like to handle this?
I'd like to go down to Sloth's gambling den, quite honestly.
We can also say that Shava has put aside a room at the Yawning Portal for you all. So your expenses are covered for the night. You do have to all room up together, but you may take a long rest.
Yes, please.
The stop tap seems like long accent.
Where'd it go?
The software tap seems like somebody might be a good fight. They gotta have fun with that.
How long do we have until extraction takes place?
Tonight.
I'd really prefer that you get this done today.
So you get us runes, we have to do this first, so we will not rest. We will do this job before we are done. Let us go and deal with this. There are many options here. I look at this one. This one is little girl. She only 17. She has very fond memories of your time at the orphanage. I am not suggesting we hurt children. Milos would never suggest hurting children, but maybe spook her. Maybe take 2 children out for a little walk around Dockport. Show them, make them wonder why they're missing. That might draw her attention, might make her nervous.
If we take a little break, I might be able to be more persuasive in a conversation. Just need a little hour sit down.
What if we go to the City of the Dead right now, I can take care of Saphira by myself.
Well, I'm looking through this dossier, and I'm seeing that Wit has a bit of a talking problem when she starts drinking. Maybe we can get more information on the rest of her crew if we talk to her first and kind of get her greased.
I like that plan. We could always do that.
Milos detects that we are each going for each plan of own. Do we split up our efforts? Maybe we take out Gargoyle Gang one by one.
I have no problem with that either.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hell yeah.
Then it's settled. Milos and Lapis will go and deal with Punchy Man. Well, Milos will watch Lapis go and deal with Punchy Man. The rest of you can do your planning. We meet back up at the Yawning Portal before 2 hours up. You want to rest? Do your rest.
It is. I will repeat. It's like 1 or 2 in the morning.
So she goes to the City of the Dead at midnight. DM, how far away are we from that current position?
Well, if he's 1 or 2 in the morning, we got a long way to go.
Let's see. You'd be going from the dock ward, so
It's a bit of a hike.
it's probably like a 20 to 30 minute walk.
But I can fly.
Oh,
That's scary. Because I got Brawny.
Do you want to test that?
Sure.
Milos just looks at her. They've had this conversation before, and he has never taken a flight.
Look, learn something about how to...
You might be in good shape, but you do not work out your wings. I don't care if you are Brawny. I am not flying over city. I like drawing attention. I do not draw this much attention.
We walk, we take forever, though. Come on.
You want to go and punch him yourself? You can go and punch him yourself. Milos does not have to go with you.
Fine, let's go. Just hurry it up.
Milos makes a very exaggerated bow. Milos is nothing but quick. Except for when he is very, very slow.
She's just going to walk off.
He adjusts his daggers, realizing that he left one in the water and he threw one in the sewer. So he's just like, oh, yes, do it. You'll have to buy more. And there he's gone.
All right, so you two are going after Saphira?
Yes.
Okay. What about everyone else?
About 10 and goes, so, I'm doing this for some reason. I don't really know why, but I feel like going after Pog might be an easy option. He seems to be a bit of a ringleader, and he might be able to tell us a lot about the other people.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a great idea. I can go after Wit. I'm very good at getting information out of people.
Where you wanted to split up even more.
Yeah, we have a lot of ground to cover.
Heck yeah.
Do you know where Wit will be? I mean, like, it's 2:00 in the morning, and it seems like it says in this dossier that she visits the villa of Lord Randall Amkathra, but I don't know when she would probably visit that.
Probably not at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Well,
I
depends
think
what kind of friend they are.
that's a good point. This is not very.
You might need to stake that one out. Hang around there until you see them.
I think that sounds like an excellent idea.
Obligatory, don't you know, to never split the party.
Always split the party.
The rule of D&D is always split the party, and the second rule is if the DM asks you, "Are you sure about that?" You say yes.
Absolutely.
Listen, breaking down barriers and we're setting milestones in the first episode of this campaign. Just get it out of the way now and just sail for the rest of it.
I'm gonna look around at everyone and say, well, for somebody who has a quick job, it might be a good idea to go now. For those longer jobs, it might be a better idea to rest first.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pog seems to rest at said place, so it's probably best for me to catch him now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Milosh and Lapis are going to go after Safara right now, and Melk is going to go after Pog. Are Eden and Zuvu resting?
Yeah, Eden's gonna take a good long rest.
I will. This is. I assume that. Melk, do you think Pog will be more intimidated with more people showing up? He seems to be a mastermind, and I'd hate to be.
I wasn't gonna go. He'll explain. I wasn't gonna go for the intimidation, even though it says it. I was gonna go for the more of the gentle approach. I'm more of a lover than a fighter.
Okay, well, good. I think I'll accompany you, because I am not in a good mood for fighting right now. Yeah, so I'll accompany you to Pog's place.
Okay, 3 men's better than 2. And he smirks and he walks off.
All right. So Melk and Zuvu will head to the Breaking Inn in the Southern Ward, while Milosh and Lapis make their way to the City of the Dead, and Eden will head back to the Yawning Portal for a rest. Let's start with an easy one. Milosh and Lapis. As you reach the City of the Dead, it is walled and gated, and locked. So you're going to have to sneak in. How do you want to go about doing that?
Milos will just walk straight up to the lock. Do you think this lock is as complicated as it should be, or as easy as the lazy ones say it is?
Well, I mean, if anything, I just, go over it.
Milos will give it a look over to see if there's any triggering mechanisms on it. I doubt he's going to find anything magical, but he'll check just in case to make sure if he opens this gate, it doesn't start sending alarms or whatever off.
Give me an investigation check. Okay. You feel reasonably sure that there's no extra security on it.
All right. If you feel certain, then he will just go ahead and start trying to pick the lock with his thieves' tools.
Go for it. 12. Sure enough, it is not a very hard lock. Pick it open and can easily slide the gate open and work your way inside.
He'll open it just slightly. It is sometimes a subtle touch that we need. I think you forget this, but after the lady. And he will gesture her inside.
She just give him the very sidelong glance before she'll clop her way in.
He will close and lock it behind them. And as they go in here, he is going to stay close to Lapis, but he is specifically going to make it a point of basically skulking in shadows and trying to avoid being seen. Oh, he knows they're looking for a Dragonborn, and they cannot see in the dark. At least as far as he knows, she can't see in the dark. So he will try and stick to the shadows to provide unseen backup to Lapis if she needs it.
Lapis has no issue seeing in the dark right now.
Gotcha. All right, give me stealth checks as you make your way to the location. Very good. Very good. All right, so you can very easily, you catch sight of a guard, but he doesn't notice you as you slip your way to the location given. And as you get there, give me a perception check.
I don't know how this bright-colored tiefling manages to stay stealthy, but...
It's a dark night.
Swinging high, swinging low.
Holy
Awesome.
cow, 2 19s in a row.
Awesome. So, you don't see this red dragonborn you're looking for. You kind of look down at your notes like, well, what is it? Are we too late? Let me read that note to you. By all accounts, Safara is a stubborn and tough fighter who has her own code of honor. From past records, we know she sneaks into an isolated part of the City of Dead at midnight on the same night each year for unknown reasons. Any quarrel there will likely go unnoticed by the City Watch. The expected time of her arrival is not right now, but tomorrow. Well, the next midnight.
Oh.
So we checked the dossier, and Milos just kind of feels it over. Did you not read this part? How did you not read this part?
Look, you do a thing, and then you get the other thing you're doing, and it's just not my thing.
He kind of folds it back up. Are we going to be sitting here for like 20 hours? This is bullshit.
No, I'm going back to the tavern. I'm gonna take a nap.
Okay.
Damn it.
Is Milos going back too?
Yes, he's going back.
All right. So
I'm not sitting in a graveyard for 12 hours.
yeah, you two make your way back to the yawning portal. And that will bring us to Melk and Zuvu going to find Pog. So,
As I'm walking, I'm like looking at all my notes, and then I turn to Milk and I go, "Did you know there's supposed to be? Did you know that Safara is supposed to be there tomorrow?" And then we start just I'm start chuckling to myself. What? Just reading my notes over and over again.
Ah,
Nerd!
nice. And then he pulls out the Pog one and double checks it. No, we're good. We're good.
It does say that he's pretty clever and he's a mastermind. We're showing up at around 3:00 in the morning. Do you think he'll be having something waiting for us if we show up this late at night at his inn?
I think he'll be sleeping, and we can always pay our way to get into the room. So don't worry about it.
We can always pay our way into his room. Okay. All right. So it's pretty late in the night, and they're as you pull in, they're pretty much on last call, and they're trying to move people to their rooms or get the hell out of the tavern. There's a very grumpy-looking gnome finishes his drink, starts to get up and head towards the stairs to head to a room.
Go ahead, Note.
Just wait for him to get upstairs a second, and then we'll speak to the bartender. It'd be a bit too obvious if we follow him up straight away. So Milk will walk up to the bar.
Is he just like? I'm sorry. Can you describe his actions of what he's currently doing, of what Pog's currently doing?
You don't know it's Pog. It's just a gnome.
Oh, that's true. About the gnome that I'm kind of like eyeing.
Yeah. He's got a mess of black hair that's kind of sticking in all different directions. Looks pretty tired, and I don't know. He's not. There was no one with him. He was just drinking alone. Finishes his drink. Puts his mug down. Gets up like. Just slowly makes his way to the stairs. Walks up them.
Milk, you sure you don't want us to kind of pull him outside?
I think
It'd probably be too aggressive.
Having a bit of discretion might be a bit better instead of confronting him in the street.
Okay.
So, is there a bartender at the moment, or is it completely dead?
Hey, buddy, it's last call. We're closed. Okay, come on. You need a room or something?
So, we've been ordered, me and my friend, for some special services for Pog Fiddlestein. We have been asked to come and entertain him for a while. Do you know where he might be found?
Can you make a deception check?
I sure can.
Kind of find that hard to believe since he shares the room with his boyfriend.
Well, I think they wanted to spice things up. I'm not one to judge. It's just my job, guy. Like, please don't judge me. I'm just trying to earn a living here.
Make another deception check. 19. All right. Head up the stairs, and it's going to be the second one on your left.
Have you got a key, or would you? Should I just knock? I kind of want it to be on the down low, just the customer's secrecy and that.
I'm sure you can knock.
Okay. I point at my friend and just, all right, we're off upstairs. He ordered the 2-for-1 special. And I start to walk upstairs.
All right. All right. You going with Sufu?
Oh yeah, I am.
Right.
I am in awe because I've never seen someone so smooth before. So Zuvu's just kind of eyes bulging, following Milk up the stairs.
All right. You sure enough, you get to the second door on the left. What do you do?
Just like tap it 3 times firmly, but not like I'm a police officer banging on the door. Just enough so somebody would recognize it.
Someone knocking at the door. I'll go look. There's a music. Uh-oh.
I think that's a different tone from what I'm going for at the minute.
So as this is happening, a funeral march slowly passes by outside.
The door opens.
Taps.
The door opens and there's a funeral service going on.
It's not funeral. It's taps from. It's military. Sorry.
They play it in military funerals. I've been to military funerals.
Obviously, they move very quickly, and this is for the guy Milos killed back at the docks. Playing throughout the city.
Damn.
He was a great man. He did a lot. He just too soon.
Body's not even cold yet. Hold the funeral.
Okay. You hear pitter patter of light footsteps. Before the door just cracks open. Can I help you?
We've been sent to pass a message from Zed.
You say from Zed?
Yes, not saying the full name. It's about the operation, and I'm looking really suspicious. I'm like looking over all my shoulders, just like I'm on edge.
Make another deception check.
Oh,
When's that luck gonna run out? And he opens the door just a little more, so now you can see his full face, and it's the gnome you watched go upstairs. I'm sorry, you must want my boyfriend. One moment. Closes the door. There's another pause before a different gnome opens the door. It's got fiery red hair. Yeah. This is something's up about the job.
we need to speak to you in private. Could you get your boyfriend to go for a walk for 5 minutes? It's important.
It's almost 3 a.m.
Do you want to keep him waiting?
Why don't we just can we like have this talk outside maybe?
Sure, if you know somewhere private. And I'm still acting really shady, like looking over everywhere, because I'm pretty sure you're being traced.
Oh. Okay. Give me a second. Door closes. There's a minute goes by before it opens again. He's dressed a little more warmly. It is still late winter outside, and he'll lead you down the steps outside into an alleyway. So what's this all about?
And as we get outside, I'm going to cast Charm Person on him.
Okay. Perfect time for that music to kick in. We got so he's to make a wisdom save, I assume.
Yeah.
Yes.
DC 14.
Okay. No, I actually have to look up his stats. Okay. Two. Okay. Yeah, he's charmed. What were we talking about?
You was about to tell me everything about your companions, so we are ready for the mission.
Make a deception with advantage because he is charmed. 20. Oh, everything about the mission. Right, yeah. What do you need to know?
What each of your jobs were, where you're picking up the package, and how you're dropping off the package.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what I know. We've been kept pretty out of the loop. We know we're going in to replace his fish. We're supposed to receive it tomorrow. And by tomorrow he mean because it's early morning, so not the let me actually, I realized the date is not up. So you started the morning of midnight and Alturiak the 25th. It is still that same day, so he means tomorrow is in the 26th.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a little tough, but the money's good.
You never said where you're picking it up.
Oh, we're getting it delivered to us, I think.
Where's the drop-off point where you're going to be getting it, where they get sending it to you?
Oh, we normally meet at a bar in the dock ward. The angry coxswain. Can't say it with straight face.
Okay. So, just he pulls out like his notebook and just what are each of your roles in this mission? I have a brief few notes about your party, but we need to make sure you're actually capable of doing it.
Oh,
My employer's run a few missions with you, he said, but he said he's heard some unsure things about you recently. So.
Oh no! I'd hope not. We're very good. I'm kind of the brains. I'm the brains. Sloth is I mean, he's really big for but you know, bugbears. They're so sneaky. He's our I don't even know what you would call the jobs. Like, he's our break-in guy. Safara, she's there for muscle. Easily the biggest of all of us.
Wait, Pog. How do these jobs match up for your current mission?
Well, there's some inherent danger involved if things get bad. Sloth's going to be the one to get us to break in to anywhere we shouldn't be. Safara's there if things go sideways. I'll be running the op. Rin is probably going to be the one to go ahead and switch out the fish. And then Wits, in case we get caught. She's got a knack for lying.
Okay. So, if you, just in a hypothetical scenario, if you didn't have Sloth, you wouldn't be able to do anything.
It'd certainly be a hindrance. I mean, we could certainly fill in, but we would definitely prefer to have Sloth involved. Yeah.
So, what would stop you from doing this mission? Just out in a hypothetical sense.
Give me a persuasion with advantage. Do you mean me personally, or like the whole group?
Both.
Oh, well, I suppose if we didn't have most of our members, that I'd say the job, we could do it with at least 3, I suppose. If we had to. Why I wouldn't do it. This is kind of embarrassing. I have something called ichthyophobia. So yeah, I had a really traumatic event involving a goldfish when I was a kid. So I'm not going to look at the goldfish. It'll be fine. I don't have to look at it. It'll be fine.
You're fired.
I'm sorry?
You're fired.
On who's... I'm sorry, I thought there was a danger. What's happening?
You was being evaluated and you failed.
Deception check.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Oh, but I mucked it up. I was gonna use that money, and we were gonna finally get out of the dock ward, and I could get like a real place. I guess. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry I failed the organization.
You are on hold for the next 2 weeks. You have to leave Waterdeep for 2 weeks.
That is a bold. That's too bold. Deception. It's way too bold. He looks absolutely crestfallen.
My God, your rolls, man. Holy crap.
And he leans in close to his ear and goes, "If you disobey us, I've seen your boyfriend's face now."
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry to bother you. Well, I guess we'll take an early vacation. We'll have to cut some. Yeah, we'll make it work. Okay. Yeah. You. Yeah. Okay. Have a good night then.
We've got a job for you in Karatur.
Before you go, we need you to relinquish all documents pertaining to the mission. Do you have any?
No. No. What should I have?
No, I'm just making sure there were no
Okay, I don't want to upset the guild anymore. You know, I need this job.
You haven't upset us. You've just disappointed us.
Oh.
And then he'll walk away complete with Peanuts music behind him to head down, slowly making his way back to his room. All right, you got.
I love this. People need to play evil characters more often, y'all.
You got Pog to stand down. That's one down.
All right. Should we go rest?
Yes, I would like to. And as the guy's walking away, as Pog's walking away, I am just in amazement of what I just saw. This guy would have been an amazing detective. But I would love to. Yes, I think we should totally rest. You first, of course.
Sure. Was it the Yawning Paul say we had 3 rooms at?
Yeah,
I think so. I'm normally more of a fan of the scroll through notes. I'm more of a fan of
I believe it's the something snake.
the sleeping snake.
Sleeping snake.
It's a bit more rowdy, but I get along with the girls there. So
yeah. Do I
take time?
No. Do I know the sleeping snake, Ann?
Give me a history check. Yeah, it's a shadier place. In the dock ward, there you've dealt there before. There's rumors that there's a fence that does the rounds there. A lot of criminals go around to sell off their stolen goods. And you know that they have dancers on staff that may or may not do side deals for more
Okay, cool.
Lady of the Night things.
Lapis were there, she'll tell you that they do.
Can we take back the term Lady of the Night? I think it just sounds very cool. Lady of the Night.
It's a real cool term, and I'm gonna have to get behind that.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Okay, yeah. So I follow Paul.
You may all wake up in the morning at your respective times, meet back up.
Why didn't you tell me it was tonight, not yesterday? For anything.
I
You
only
look
read the
around
notes
like you're
that were
talking to somebody else.
So, wow, you two were walking around in an empty graveyard.
Well, look at this one. This is one that cannot read.
Me and my friends.
Why didn't you read it?
Because I was focusing on little girl with dolphin problem.
It was a very simple door. Even you said that.
So, they're getting the goods today.
Tomorrow.
Wait, I thought we've slept. Is
You
it?
slept. You slept, but it was like 2 a.m. You didn't sleep for like.
All right.
24 hours.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
You know, it's probably late morning, so probably around like 10 or 11 right now.
They get the goods tomorrow. They're picking it up from the angry coxswain in the dock ward. Keep a straight face. The ringleader Pog said they still would probably do the mission if it's 3 out of 5 of them. So we need to distract at least 3 of them. Pog's going on a vacation for 2 weeks, so we don't have to worry about him.
This is convenient.
Yes. That's my life motto, conveniency.
Yes. Milos can see this. Okay. Oh, tonight, and he stares very hard at Lapis, when we are going back to the graveyard at the right time, we make efforts to ensure that Sephora takes a little bit of longer walk than she usually takes in Graveyard of Death. Other than we not have much what to worry about. Who is their target? Shall it be little girl? Shall it be old man? We have many choices. Or do we choose girl who is bad at lying and force her to confess something that runs her out of town?
I like that one. I say that we make friends with her friend. Out of character, what do I know about this Lord Randall Carthra?
You can make me a history check.
Gladly. Let me get to my character sheet. Will that do it? Will that do it?
You're not sure. There's a lot of just to start. There's a lot of noble families in town, and that's not what I'm super familiar with.
You can't keep track of all of them. I say that we make friends with her friend and get some information out of the both of them.
I like that.
What do you have in mind?
Quite honestly, getting there before she does, hopefully. Convincing this lord that we are somebody that we're not. Eventually, possibly either shaming them into her not going this evening or tomorrow evening. Or if it comes to it, we can always use a little bit of extortion, threaten to tell this noble all about his friend's shady dealings. There's definitely a lot of angles that we could play. I like to play it by ear.
Tell. He looks at you, pointy ears.
You know.
Enough for me.
Okay, so you're gonna go find Wit.
More specifically, we're going to go find the home of Lord Randall Amcathrar.
Right,
Yeah.
which I believe is in the North Ward.
Definitely in the North Ward, between
I have,
Hassentir Street and Tarnith Street.
Wow.
I know my Waterdeep.
Yeah, really. I'm a native and I'm...
okay.
Milos just kind of mockingly says, "She is not smart. It says so on paper."
So I'm going to fill this with map markers as we go along, and I need to put some in to match your backstories, but I didn't get some of your backstories till today, so I didn't know. But
accusingly.
I thought I was the slacker.
Listen, I tried to fill out that PDF like 4 times, and it kept deleting my information, and when I couldn't save it, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do this live.
You actually download it and then fill it out instead of
I did it, I saved it, and still deleting information when I opened back up, so I'm like, fuck this shit.
Yep.
I don't know why everyone has that problem, because I never do.
I did not have any issues. I was just lazy.
So, You can make it to Mcathra Villa in the North Ward. Do you have a description of this place? Probably not. No one really.
Making it up, winging it as we go along.
Looks like a cool place where rich people live.
Dan was a voice major.
Yeah, I can make noise.
No.
Yeah, it's a very old estate. Looks like let's say Zuvu's an intelligent person. Could probably clock this as like 1100s Waterdeep. For those of you that don't know, the year is 1492. What would you're here? What do you want to do?
Well, unfortunately, I don't know much about this guy, so I'm gonna turn to my companions. And do you guys know anything about this lord? Anybody? Anything we can go off of?
DM, Waterdeep native.
Anyone that's from Waterdeep can make me a history check.
Can I make a second history check?
No. All right. Milosh knows about the family.
It is old money. If
And,
you ask Milos, probably well guarded.
Lapis will know a little bit more about the man. So the Mcathra family is known for their winery. Wine is the word I want. Yeah, whatever. They're known for interest in wine, swordsmithing, horse breeding, and horse training.
What's the word? Vintage? Sorry, did you?
They have a strong connection with the Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild. So yeah, as well as the splendid order of armorers, locksmiths, and finesmiths. The man himself, he is, he is afflicted with a ugly, racking cough. It is one of the things well known about him. He struggles to breathe and constantly is coughing mid-sentence.
He smokes a lot. Guess somebody told us.
I mean,
Okay.
there's only so much you can know as a street urchin about this head of a noble house.
What? There's no hot goss going around.
You'd also know he has a short temper.
Kind of a bitch.
So we have busy sick man who lives in a nice house, but how does that help?
So
I was hoping for.
We look inside, we see if guards are inside. If not many guards, we go inside, we wait for a person to show up. It's simple.
There are 2 guards at the gate.
If guards prove to be a problem, we debilitate guards, put them someplace safe, and then we go inside without too much trouble. Simple.
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Cough.
Or we could pretend to be old friends and get in diplomatically.
Milos is everyone's friend.
Are you the...
Prove it.
He
I'd
smiles.
like to see this.
My birthday.
He looks around. You want Milos to go forth and talk to these people? I mean, Milos can do this, but most people do not respond to Milos the way Milos intends them to be responded to.
The DM wants this to happen.
Eating's just gonna smile and say, I'd like to see the way that this goes, honestly. Anybody opposed?
What is worse can happen? Milos says something Milos should not say, guards get upset, perimeter is increased, we have more guards, and then we have to stake out and break in to find them. Milos likes this plan, and he starts to walk towards the front gate.
All right.
I watch.
Can
Yeah.
can I help you, sir?
Yes, you can help Milos to the best degree. You see, I have been wandering around, and I remember that I have an old friend who lives here, but my memory is not so good. He has been visited by another local friend. We come to say and give message for her. Would you mind if we wait around?
Let me.
We would like to wait here to give a message to someone who might be coming by later. This is
Sure,
not complicated.
Let me repeat this to make sure I got it. Yeah. So, you have a friend that lives here at this noble estate, and you don't remember their name. You can't remember their name, but you're here to bring a message to a friend of the person that you can't remember their name. For when
Milos remember his name for friend.
What is their name?
Milos pulls up a piece of paper and looks at it. It's this name right here, and he'll turn it around and point at it.
Wait, do you hand the thing that says?
I'm not handing to him. I'm just turning it around and pointing at the name.
I'm gonna run up real quick at that point and snatch that paper.
As she's doing that and causing a distraction, Milos tries to reach the bars, grab him, and slam him into the front of the bars.
Make an athletics check.
Typically, I'd leave this to Lapis, but
That's not how you do it. Wham!
You reach through the bars and
I forgot I removed my expertise in athletics. Not gonna lie there.
Yep. As your hand stretches through the bar, he just like pulls a baton off his waist and smacks you on the wrist. 4.
Oh, that is not how you do it. This is how you do it. And she's gonna try to reach through the bar and grab his face.
What is happening? Okay, go for it.
Bam!
Oh.
Now please open the door.
No.
Make me an intimidation check.
Ah, come on! Just bashed his nose in.
I'm gonna rush in and excuse them. They're not well in the head, if you know what I mean. We're old friends of the Lord here, and we were told to come here and talk to him about a friend who's been visiting a lot recently. You might know her. I don't know. I've heard that she's been around quite a bit, and there's some information that we have about her that he might need to know. She's a tiefling. She has much like my friend here, a lot less fabulous, obviously. But we have some information that Randall needs to know.
Make a deception check at disadvantage.
Damn it.
Oof.
Damn it. I mean, if you don't want to let us in, your master will get hurt by this person, and it's not on our hands. We tried to warn you, and us start to walk away.
You have 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds to walk away from the property as I call the guard.
At which point Luigi says, "Who do you think sent us here?"
10. 9.
All right.
I'm going to pop off just off the side and try to hide in a bush without them noticing.
Okay. Stealth. Okay. Yeah. Are Lapis and Milos.
Yeah. Milos turns to Lapis and says, "All right. Stupid idiot wants to cause problems. We leave. And Milos turns and he just starts walking away.
His life.
All right. Okay. I don't know what you want to do here.
Just leaving? I'll follow behind them very quietly, and when I'm close enough, and hopefully the guards still can't see me. Is there like brush on the side of the road or something, or like bushes?
Let me actually look
What
at
was
the
that
map.
noise?
Someone have a bird? Don't hide your bird from me.
Everybody's heard.
I'm pretty. Oh, I will. You will get a meteor dropped on you. I'm pretty sure there's not many like bushes or anything. Most of the land that actually has plant life on it is owned by people that are pretty well off. So you'd have to actually like enter someone's yard.
Gotcha. All right. Well, then I'm just gonna walk up to them and I'll say, I mean, there's another way that we could get in. I mean, that I could get in. We could go the stealthy way. And I'll pull the two of them off to the side of the road. Like way off the road. And look around, and is there anybody around watching, any watchful eyes?
No, I'll say you can get to a place where no one's really paying attention to you.
Cool. So I pull the two of them off, and if you guys will come with me, obviously.
I feel like I'm being yelled at by mom. Hey, what do you want?
No. Watch this. Just don't tell anyone. Don't say anything. It's just a thing that I can do. I wouldn't worry about it. And like right before their eyes, my body begins to like twist and form and like bubble a little bit, and I start to get smaller and smaller and smaller until I'm just a little rat at their feet.
Oh,
Indeed.
okay.
And I look up and I squeak. And I look over at the gate and I look at them and I look up and I squeak.
I guess she wants me to throw her over the thing.
Is that what's happening?
I mean,
Milos has no idea what she wants. She wrote with Milos plans.
Maybe she should have explained what she wanted before she transformed.
DC's plan. DC's idea. This Milos does not understand.
Okay.
We go back to Botherguard. Again, he call police. We have trouble.
I'm not sure what she's wanting. I'm guessing we throw her over the. You know what? Lapras will just take her and just put her on top of the wall, and slink back down.
Oh yeah, you can fly. So
Yeah.
yeah.
just
Yeah.
give me a stealth check. Okay, yeah. No one seems to notice as you just do a quick like flap your wings, fly up a few feet in the air, put the rat down, and then drop back down to the ground, fold your wings.
Cool. So from there, I'm just going to look over the wall and see like, are there bushes I could climb down easily, or am I just like trying to scale this wall down to the ground on the inside of these grounds?
No, I'll say you can find a nearby tree or bush that you could maneuver from the wall into and climb your way down.
I scamper down and I just go across the lawn. I'm assuming it's expansive and massive,
It's quite large.
hopefully without drawing any eyes of the house guard here. And I try to find an entrance into the house.
I wonder if they have a cat. Okay.
I'm looking on the air to Baxi.
Yeah, I mean you're a rat and you're out in the middle of the yard right now. No one's noticing you.
Cool. I find a way into the house. Is there like a hole, or like how big is the gap under the door?
Well, rats can fit into
Anything.
yeah. So
Anything.
Anything they can fit their head into.
I live in LA. Trust me, rats can fit anywhere.
Yeah.
You can find some small hole that as you climb through it and move through the wall, the first like part where you could pop out seems to be like like a lounge almost. There's like very ornate armchairs kind of set up with little side tables, and you see a middle-aged man, kind of dumpy but dressed very well, as well as there is a middle-aged woman as well, blonde hair, she looks very stern. And then there is also a tiefling, female, same basic age that you're expecting. They're all currently just having a talk.
I'm just gonna scamper like underneath a piece of furniture and try and listen into their conversation.
Okay. The tiefling is currently trying to convince the man to hire her as a retainer, as a family poet. To which he seems on the fence about. But other than that, she keeps trying to bring it back up. But otherwise, they're just kind of almost enjoying her as entertainment. She's at the same time also like fishing through a bunch of writings and reading and performing some of her poetry for them.
Okay. I'm going to scamper off elsewhere, and I'm looking for a pantry or a kitchen or a servant's quarters, somewhere where I might find a servant's garb of some kind.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Sure thing. Damn it.
How long can you stay in this form?
I don't have...
Oh.
I can just be...
You're just a rat.
I'm just a rat.
Okay.
I can only stay shifted for a minute, but I can just be a rat for as long as I want. I'm just not good at like the middle part.
So, you're struggling. You run into some servants, but you're not... This is a big building. So it kind of more depends on how much time you want to spend.
I mean, I'm just going to keep searching. I don't know what they're doing outside, but this is the best way that I can think of to like make this happen.
All right. We'll say it takes you around 20, 30 minutes to finally find you're rat, to find a servant's quarters. This time of day, it's probably empty. You guys have all been outside, and Eden has been gone for like half an hour.
He's taking forever. Milos does not understand what the problem was. Did you see what was on paper? We show guards that she is a con artist. They invite us inside so that we know that we are trying to help, and then we just do whatever the hell we needed to. I don't understand why plan was not working. Why did she interrupt Milos?
Give her time. If there was a problem, the guards would be called.
Okay. What do you want to do when you find a servant's uniform?
Assuming that there's nobody in here, I am going to begrudgingly get out of rat form.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to find a servant's uniform that's a little bit bulky.
Okay.
So that I can still kind of hide my gear beneath it. Because that's not something I want to abandon in this house.
Yeah, sure. Okay. You can find a dress that's clearly made for a larger woman.
Okay, cool. I get myself all tied up in it. And is there like a cap or something that I can also wear?
Sure.
Cool. So I hide my hair and my ears in this cap. I don't know
about
what their
your-
dress code is. I've got colorful hair.
What about your eye patch?
I mean, servants have eye patches, right?
Sure.
I
Yeah,
could take it out.
I confuse all of my servants that have eye patches with each other all the time. It's not something I would remember.
Right. No.
What? You said not sarcastically at all.
Not at all. And I'm going to leave the room like I own this place. Very, very confidently, like I belong here. And I'm going to walk into the kitchen.
Okay.
Who's in the kitchen?
Okay. The head chef and a number of servants are currently preparing lunch. It is about that time of the day.
Mm-hmm. I'll just sneak in and I'll look for whoever's in charge, and I'm gonna look a little bit meek, and I'm gonna say, "Hi, I was just hired. I was given this job right out of the orphanage, and my name's Tilly, and what should I do? How can I help?"
Give me a deception check.
Hell yeah. Damn it.
What is it?
It's an 8. Cool.
I'm pretty sure we haven't hired someone recently. What? You said your name's Tilly?
Tilly. Mm-hmm.
And who hired you?
The master himself. He came by the orphanage. It was my very last day there. I was very upset. I didn't want to leave my friends, and I didn't know where I was going to go. And he had a horrible cough, and I offered him a handkerchief, and I was clearly upset. And when he asked me why my handkerchief was so wet already, it was rather embarrassing. I told him that I didn't know what I was doing from now on. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. And he told me to come back with him, and that it was with such short notice that they wouldn't be able to find a uniform that fit me correctly. I mean, look at this. It's so big. But when I asked him what kind of training I should receive, he just said, "Be useful." And so here I am to be useful.
Okay. There are enough. Okay, make another deception check. There are enough things in there that'll lower what should have been a high DC. Okay. All right. Frankly, I don't fucking care. Here, take those dishes and go start setting the tables.
And I'm gonna take them, and I'm gonna say, I was walking by the master a little bit ago, and he has a guest, and I heard her say that she was very hungry. I would love to be able to appease him and bring them a slight snack for before lunch.
Clearly irritated with you at this point as he's trying to get back to preparing lunch. I don't fucking care. If you wanna go get fired, I don't care. Go. Do whatever.
I'm gonna take some sandwiches, like small, like finger sandwiches,
Mhm.
and on a tray, and walk into the other room very, very quietly,
Mhm.
and say, "Excuse me, the head chef has mentioned that you might need a little bit of refreshment, as lunch will be just a few minutes delayed."
Oh, thank you, dear. Just put them on the table.
I put them on the table, and I kind of make eyes with the tiefling, and I smile a little bit as I'm putting this down on the table. I kind of peer over and look at her writing.
Okay. You want to try and get a feel for her handwriting? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I literally want to read it, and I want it to be obvious that I'm taking a look at it.
Okay. She looks confused. May I help you?
I'm sorry, it's not my place. I see your poetry. It's quite beautiful.
Excuse the help. She's a little too mouthy. No, it's that's fine. Thank you. I've worked very hard on it.
And I smile and I say, I hope you enjoy your sandwiches. And I'll wander out and start setting the table.
Okay. All right. You kind of like fake being a servant for a while before as she's like making her leave, you hear her say, "Goodbye, Lord. Let me know what you think of my offer."
And I quickly start to scurry out, following her as stealthily as possible.
Okay. Yeah. You can follow. She's not going to notice you. So at any point, if you want to do something, she will walk out of the building and onto the street. So
Out of the building, as soon as she's onto the street, I'm going to gently, very gently brush against her arm and say, "Excuse me, my lady. I'm so sorry, but are you trying to gain employment as a writer?"
Well, yes, I am. I consider myself a bit of a poet.
Your writing is quite beautiful. Tell me, where do you perform it?
Oh, I mean, I'll perform anywhere. At bars, it's for nobility. You'll never back down from a challenge of a poetry battle.
And do you ever, have you ever gone on tour with your writing, or do you just perform here in Waterdeep?
Oh no! I'm local to Waterdeep.
Oh, but I promise you, I have traveled far and wide, my lady. You would be shocked at how well received your writing would be outside of these walls.
You speak too kindly.
As a matter of fact, I have a cousin who runs an inn about a 3 days travel from here, and she would pay large amounts of coin to have a poet of your talent in her inn on retainer.
Give me a deception check. That is very kind, but I'm really hoping to get in with Lord Randall. So thank you, though. That is very nice of you.
Oh,
I'll keep the offer in mind.
I completely understand. Unfortunately, though, she's holding auditions for a performing spot in 3 days. That's 3 days time exactly. Honestly, the coin would be much more than you would receive here, and the praise. You can't imagine the adventurers, the people who wander through her inn. I would be heartbroken to know that your poems would only be heard by those who don't appreciate them as much as they should.
Deception.
Are they out in the street where we can see them too?
Yes. You may.
Milos has just been saying for the past 5 minutes, it looks like they caught her and she's dead. We're going to have to find somebody else, or we're going to have to come up with a new plan. I'm not sure.
Milos, that over there.
Oh, she's not dead. Look at that. I had her pegged as a fucker.
And at this point, I'm like arm in arm with her. Like I have linked my arm around hers as I like peer over her shoulder and like talk about how wonderful her poetry is.
I kind of have a commitment in town, but that is a great opportunity, and it could certainly help propel me towards
a commitment in town to keep you further rooted here in Waterdeep, when you could accomplish so much outside of our city walls. My team can do this one without me. I'm
I'm probably the least important member for this job. Yeah, I can. Just can you give me your friend's name? And
Yes, I'll tell you what. I'll write a letter on your behalf to her.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, and I'll dig in my pouch and I'll take out some parchment and write a letter to Anthea, dear cousin Anthea. I have sent you this poet of great renown. You would be a fool not to allow her on retainer in your inn. Just listen to her poetry. It will move you to tears. Love, your cousin, Tilly.
And I'm sorry, cousin what?
Anthea.
Anthea. Cool. All right. Okay, and with that, she'll thank you. Take your letter, and you see her kind of like, oh, the possibilities. I could probably slingshot this into an actual, get me into a noble house here in Waterdeep. Thank you.
She's leaving, I caress her shoulder and I say, "You're going to do great."
All right. Yep, and she'll leave, and that is 2 taken care of, and that is where we will end tonight's session. Good. Oh, fun stuff, guys. Yeah.
This group.
Who needs combat skills, guys?
It's a campaign of intrigue.
Ah.
Oh.
That was fun.
Yeah, so thank you to everyone that has watched. Thank you to my players. If there is anything you'd all like to say, promote yourself, how you feel, whatever.
Curse of Strahd coming up, ain't it, Link?
Yeah. I was gonna wait until we got Curtis back, but yeah, we can go into that. So obviously, if you love the stuff on the channel, we have lots of content that is played all throughout the week. Absolutely check the rest of that out. In the foreseeable future, we have more games starting up. When is your Saturday coming up? Not this week, but next week, right, Beth?
TBD. I've got
TBD.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely sometime this month, but it may not be this week, or will not be will not be Saturday, but hopefully the week after. We're trying to get all the players together. The schedules are still coming together.
And then Curse of Strahd has been Curse of Strahd, which I will be deeming late nights on Saturdays, is scheduled for. I haven't talked with Curtis about this yet, but I'd like to push it to an August 17th start date. That'll give everybody every time and all they need to set up, and me and Curtis to work together and get everything we need for that working out properly. But that's coming in the near future as well.
So it's really funny that you guys mentioned Curse of Strahd because I don't know, am I allowed to promote other streams on this stream? I do this little stream called Band of Nerds. It's twitch.tv/Band of Nerds. And we are actually starting up a homebrewed campaign of the events that happen about a generation after Strahd in a little village in Barovia. So I would love it if you guys wanted to tune into that. Twitch.tv/Band of Nerds. You can also find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Band of Nerds RPG. So we're starting that very soon. And then in September, after we do this little mini arc of post-Strahd Barovia, we will be kicking off hardcore with Avernus about, I think, a couple days before it comes out, but I don't want to promise that. Additionally, if you guys are in any of the Southern California conventions, come and see me. Hello, I'm not at Gen Con because I am dying. But just finished up Comic-Con, and we've got Long Beach Comic-Con coming up, LA Comic-Con coming up, and Strategicon. So if you guys are DMs and want to be part of my DM crew, or if you just want to stop by and say hi, I will be in the D&D room at all of the Southern California and Vegas conventions for the foreseeable future.
And I will be doing Atlanta's Dragon Con, also DMing.
Dragon Con!
Like that your cat woke up to start licking itself.
It's important.
It is. Self-grooming is an important thing. That has
You can't see it on stream, but...
Don't take pride in your personal appearance. What can you take pride in?
You tell him, Luna. She's actually got this one little bald nipple right on her spot. This baby is my baby. She is the sole survivor of a car accident.
Oh.
I had her at 3 weeks old. Her mama and her siblings did not survive. So she has a little bit of a social issue. She does not get along well with other cats, and she suckled on herself so hard when she was a kitten that she stripped away all the hair. A little bald spot right there. She's a goofball, though. I love her. You know, right, Luna? Say hi. Nope. Okay. She's going to roll around. Yes, I'll be at Dragon Con. You guys missed me at RaleighCon, although I wouldn't say you really missed me at Galaxy. Kind of a shit show, but that aside.
That was a story. Jesus.
Yeah, that was a mess. Yeah, other than that, I hope to see you all in the not too distant future.
Rashid and Reese, do you want to say anything? You don't have to.
Put
Don't
you
really
on
have
the
anything to
spot.
promote. I'm just here to have fun.
Heck yeah.
Hey.
That's all. That's all.
That's all you need.
All right. Well, thank you again, everyone, for playing, and to you for watching our little story unfold. I am obligated to tell you to follow us on Twitter and Facebook, TTRP Theater. You can watch us on YouTube. You might be watching us on YouTube right now. Who knows?
Hello, people in the future.
Yeah. So thank you all again. I hope you have a lovely night and you have sweet dreams. I love you.
Night.
Bye.
Tell them how you
Bye,
really feel, Dan.
guys.
Bye.